It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. Right, Rocky? Right, Rocky? Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. That is 3 earthquakes. Rocky. That is 3 earthquakes in 48 hours. Last night was a 5. Let me see. What did I got it right here. Hang on. Let me check. It was a 5.4 earthquake. Yeah. And then I think they said there was another earthquake in Zimbalis. What's going on? Is it the end of the world? Well, we better have our birthday party before the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
It is my mother-in-law's birthday today. So everybody is up. It is 8 o'clock, but they've been going at it earlier. And of course, we got the Lumpia Shanghai crew here. Once again, Nene is leading the Lumpia Shanghai crew. Oh yeah, Cookie. She's over here preparing vegetables. She's got the garlic all cut up, the onions all cut up. The carrots are getting worked on. Carrots. Does the onions make your eyes cry? No, they don't. And we got food being prepared all over the place. What do we got over here? We've got chicken, and we've got pork. We've got more chicken. We've got rice. There's stuff, I think, cooking outside on the grill. So that's our plan. Today we'll head down to the ocean, hang out down there, and have Ma's birthday party. Ma is 28 years old today. Wow! Oh. Ma's 28. 28 with how many grandkids and 1 great-grandkid? Wow, she's doing pretty good. Holy cow. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do we got here? Wait, who is that? Who is that?
Wait, who's that?
Who is that?
Who's this? No, this one, who's this?
Who is this?
Batman.
Wow, we got Batman. Wow, Batman. Go Batman. Go Batman. We got Batman. Holy cow. He was talking, got him them couple outfits. He had Superman the other day. I picked these things up on Lazada real cheap, but he's in that superhero. He's in the superhero mood, and he's been saying he's been Batman. So where is he? Where is he? Batman! Wow! Holy cow, it's Batman. Now what are you going to do, Batman? Anything to say? Yeah? Alright. Look at that view behind me. Isn't that beautiful? This is walking distance from our house where we live. But I decided to ride the motorbike up because, well, just because. I'm lazy, right? Wow, isn't that an awesome looking view? Mad Max in there. That's where we're swimming. This is where we go swimming. Where we have our little picnics all the time. Actually, right down in there is where the beach line is that we hang out and swim and everything. But this is one. There's a couple really nice, beautiful views. Like I said, just down the road from where we live. I ain't gonna pan too much to the left. Yeah, well, you guys can see it. But very nice. I think these white things are cool. Somebody mentioned what they were. But they're seasonal. Right now they're out. I just think they're beautiful. So anyways, that is what we're doing today. Going to hang out down here at the ocean. Celebrate my mother-in-law's birthday. And it's going to be a good day. Always a good day, right? Always a good day. All right, I want to show you this spot too. This is right up the road from where we live. Another just beautiful view here from this spot up through here. They're building this up here to prevent landslides. All right. But look at that view through there. Isn't that beautiful? The mountains there. Down below, that's all mangrove. You got the ocean out that way. So when I say where we live, we're on the mangrove line, that's the mangrove there. That butts up to the property where we live. But isn't that that's just a beautiful view all the way around. Path back in is no longer grown up. I think I showed this on my last video. Somebody came through here and they're clearing this out. Maybe they're pulling the coconut trees down for timber, for lumber, I don't know. But it used to be all grown up as you walk back through here. Now it's nice and clean. Nice and clean and easy to walk. Path leads right down to the picnic area. Alright, so everybody wanted to give me tips on earthquakes when you're in the house, what to do and everything like that. Greatly appreciate it. I like hearing from you guys and you guys yelling at me. But guys, I'm going to give you a tip, alright? If you are ever out in the jungles in the Philippines and there's an earthquake, what do? There's a hint in the video. What do? Leave the comments down below, and I'll let you know at the end of the video what you do. One of the challenges when you have a birthday party out in the jungle is the wind today. All right. All right. Hurry up, get it. Oh, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
All right. Get in there, man. Hey! I'll bet she wished for more spaghetti.
Larry! I gotta sing for Larry.
There's a joke behind that. Just had a banana accident. I said 3 seconds. Hasn't been on the ground 3 seconds. You can eat it. Spaghetti. The banana container fell over. Well, we got banana here, we got sticky rice here, we got kimchi that Lut made the other day, really good. More sticky rice, lumpia Shanghai, milkfish, pork barbecue, chicken, and pancit canton. And they brought more to cook later on. That's the first go around. It is warm out and sunny. I didn't even bother to go into the ocean today. Last time we came down here, I was out in the ocean a lot. And I got back home and I was hot, you know. Had to put a cold rag on my head to cool myself down. But we're going to take a walk. Tide is going out. When we got here this morning, the tide was in. And it was... Kids were having fun. I'm just going to walk down here. Get away from the noise. Hey guys, one of the things you got to consider too is, where you plan to live. I'm going to get down here into shade. Where you plan to live here in the Philippines. You know, your first interaction with your girlfriend or your wife, maybe, or future wife, is going to be a little awkward. It's going to be a little different. You know, you come from another country, you speak your language, and you get over here and they speak in Tagalog, Visaya, multiple languages. You get out in the provinces and they even have their own language. So you're going to feel like an outcast when you meet the family. I did. You know, they were friendly, of course, and happy and smiling and glad to see you, but it's not like, here's a nice shaded spot. I'm going to sit down and keep talking. Here's some coconuts right here. Coconut harvesting area. Yeah, they're going to be, of course, nice, friendly. Glad to see you. Glad to talk to you. Let me find a little seating spot. Make sure there's no lizards or snakes that I'm going to sit on. But you'll feel awkward. And that's normal. That's normal. A lot of times when you get together, and Filipino families get together and have a little party, a little get-together, it's like the women will sit in one area and talk. The men will sit in the other area and talk. And like I said, you have no clue what they're saying. But you don't want to feel on the outside. I remember I used to always have my wife, I would ask my wife, or, say, hey, can you kind of like sit beside me? You know what I mean? So I can at least speak to you, ask you questions, find out what's going on. And of course she would. Now, we go to a party. Somebody will invite me to sit at the table. I think the one we went to one time, I got invited to sit with the local priest and the barangay captain and stuff. And they spoke English. And it was, they asked questions, about, of course, the United States and how do I like it here? Just simple questions, and you can interact that way. But if you're in a situation where, nobody's speaking English and, your girlfriend's there, your wife is there, I don't know. If I'm in an area, especially out here in the province, and they get together and, at the viewing, we just went to a viewing, they would get together, but I could go outside and I could sit. You know what I mean? I could sit outside and just enjoy being outside in the shade, watching roosters walk and chickens walk by. And, you're talking province, right? Doesn't matter if I'm inside or outside, they're still going to talk. But at least outside, I can look at nature. Like here, when we get together here. Here's what I do, too. I always, sometimes, if we get into a say we go to a party at a fiesta or something like that, and of course you're the only foreigner there and everybody's talking. My wife, she'll get my plate for me. She'll put the food on. She knows what I like. I just don't like being all jammed up in a group. And when it comes time to eat, you're in a house, everybody's jammed in there. So I let her get my food. She knows what I like. And I sit on the outside. I do. I sit on the outside. Even here when we're with the family, I kind of sit on the outside. I could sit wherever I want for real. But I don't know. I just, at least when I'm down here at the ocean, they can have a good time. I can laugh. I can have a good time. I can look out at the beautiful ocean. I always tease the Lutz nephews, all right? They're like 17, 19, and 21 or somewhere around there. Boys, and they go out fishing and they come back, and I always tease them like, well, who caught the most fish and who didn't catch any fish? And like it's a competition with them. So I can interact with them. Like you'll find a way to interact with each and every one of your families, Filipino families, sisters, brother-in-laws, nieces, nephews. You find a way. You're not going to sit and have a full conversation with aunts and uncles and things like that, unless, of course, they speak English or they start drinking the Red Horse. The Red Horse English comes out, but it will be very awkward at first. Now, I'm not even there. I'm not even there. When I first got there, I was the center of the attention here. Always, looking at me, what am I doing? Now I'm just here. I'm just right in there. Before they wouldn't eat until I would eat. Well, they're eating now before I eat. Like, you just start fitting in there. You know what I mean? But you will. Like I said, when you come over here to the Philippines for the first time to visit that girlfriend that you've been talking to, and she introduces you to her family, you're going to feel awkward. It's not like back where you come from, where if you got introduced to a girlfriend that lives from where you're from. You get in, you party, you mix around with everybody, get to know people. Well, here, it's not like that. You can always learn the language too. I know some. I don't know a bunch. I can pick up words as they're talking. And if, they all laugh, they could be all like, and all of a sudden they're all laugh. Ha ha. I could fake that I laugh. I could fake that I laugh. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Then it throws them off and they think, does the foreigner really know what I've been saying this whole time? But anyways, guys, food for thought there. They're cooking up some gipsel. They brought a little burner and a little gas tank along with them, and they're all eating Sam Gipsel. This is the second go around for food. I've been sitting here, and I'm sitting here now, and I can hear an airplane going over top. I think it's the most airplanes I've seen here coming in quite a while. And we've come down to this area here off and on throughout the year. They do have a international surfing competition going on. So you got people coming in for that, but I can almost guarantee the plane's not completely full. However, the air traffic has picked up, and that's a good thing for this island for tourism, because I know tourism has been hurting. So hopefully it'll keep going, but we'll see. I might have to shoot over there sometime this week, kind of cruise around, see what's going on. So anyways, guys, there it is. That's our day. Another day of relaxing, another day of enjoying my life here in the province. So with that, leave comments down below, and I will put the answer to my question in the show more part of the video. You got to go down below and it says show more, you click it, or I'll even pin my answer on what is the first thing you do if an earthquake strikes and you're out in the jungle in the province. Stay tuned for my answer. Put your answer below. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you later.